Taurus. In this video we're going to look at what the main message, what the main vibe energy of Taurus collective is at this time, 11/11/2022. If you are watching this video later, not to worry. The way it usually works is if you're drawn to watch this video, there is a message for you. These are overall timeless messages. And yeah, I'm going to use oracle cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards unless more fly out. And just going to check in what's the main energy, main vibe, main focus at this time is something maybe you already know or felt, something that maybe you haven't, and is going to help you, and hopefully it helps you in some way, shape or form. Hi, my name is ReGina. Welcome to this video. Welcome to my channel. I'm very happy to see you here. This is only a 3rd video of this kind, doing readings on this channel. So I'm still trying to figure out how to go about this and create some set schedule. Don't judge me too harshly, and if you vibe with my vibe, the vibe of this channel, the vibe of readings, subscribe to my channel and help us grow together and go on this reading journey on this channel together. And yeah, let's get into reading. All right, 1 card flipped over already. Wishing well. And let's see what else is happening. What else? What is the most important message and most important for Taurus to focus on? Pics of a joy. And what is most important for Taurus to focus on, to be aware of? What is the main energy? All right. And this is follow the leader, and another one fell out, talisman. Okay, so we got 4 cards instead of 2, but how it happens, sometimes they just flip over. Let's see what is, let me show you. It's interesting, they all have the same or similar colors on the cards, which is always interesting. Very kind of green and peaks of joy. So, I'm looking at the cards. What I see is that there is something that some kind of cycle has either come to the end for you already or is about to end, because there is a reason for a celebration. There is some celebration happening. This usually happens when we've gone through some challenging times and are at the end of those challenging times, at least in this particular aspect. I mean, it doesn't mean there are not going to be challenges in the future, but when it comes to some sort of aspect of life or theme or situation, whatever it is in your particular situation, something has come to the end or almost about to come to the end, and there are some lessons that have been learned. Like these 2, the message of these 2 cards is very similar, because it talks about you having learned some lessons, but not only just small lessons. These cards, and especially because it's two with a similar message, tell me that there is sort of like I said, some cycle has ended or about to end, which means there's like a series of lessons that have been learned in some particular area of life or aspect of life, and you have either been able to, or you could, if you haven't yet, put those lessons that you've learned together and turn them into a wisdom, into teachings that you can pass on to other people, literally teaching about it from your experience. And if you have thought of teaching something nowadays, what is it called, self-help, education online is a very kind of a booming business in the world, and it's a very awesome one where we can teach what we have went through. It doesn't require to have any kind of college degree or anything like that. We teach and learn from our experiences the most. Of course, knowledge is important, but it's more powerful, especially nowadays, if we have went through something ourselves, because it just gives us gives more depth to whatever it is we're teaching from. So if you've been thinking of teaching, then this video may serve you as a reminder to go for it, to do it, because you do have all the knowledge and experience that you need to teach about something you have went through. There are plenty of lessons. And you know how I was saying how this feels like it's like a series of lessons that have been learned in certain aspect of life. We learn all the time. We learn from our experiences, but how it usually goes is just, every single day we can learn something. If we put our mind to it, we can see something around us and learn from that. But it's like taking one step and taking another step and taking another step, like learning these lessons. So the cycle that has ended is like a group of those steps together. So now you can only if you're not drawn to teach, literally teach from your experience, then you know that you are teaching by example. You never know. We never know. We humans never know who is watching us. The good example is children watching parents, and parents without parents often realizing. Kids learn from their environment, and there don't need to necessarily be this specific teaching interaction happening, like this is what you learn, this is what you can learn. No, kids learn from watching how parents interact with each other, with other people, how they interact with strangers, going out in the society, in socializing, and in stores, in restaurants, just randomly at random places at random times. So the same way how you live, somebody in your life maybe watching you, not like in a creepy way watching, but seeing what you're going through. It could be one of your loved ones, friends, relatives. It can be your co-worker, if you have co-workers, or we never know who is learning something from us, from our experience, from what we say. Sometimes even just us as strangers to someone, saying something, asking someone we don't even know, just a smile, just how we interact with a stranger can help that stranger. So my point is, you have learned enough at this time where you can use your experience also just to live your life on a higher level and use it in whatever job you're doing, whatever, even if you're not working, just whatever you are doing in life, you can use, and remember that you probably are using without even thinking in your life, and it may teach someone around you something. So yeah, so this is the main theme for you, Taurus. Wishing well is basically also saying that all that you have went through in this particular area or aspect of life, and for some of you it may be overall in life, you've went through some major transformation, and at the end of it, and that's why there's reason to celebrate. Now is also a good time at the end of the cycle. It's a good time to reflect, reevaluate where you're at, what have you learned, how do you feel, look at some situations in your life, and see if you feel like you felt a couple months ago about the situation, if you feel differently. Same with people. Sometimes when we move forward in life, in our personal life, we may not resonate with the same people that we resonated in the past, and nothing wrong with it. It's just what it is. See where you're at and make a wish. Make many wishes. I like the, I don't remember who was saying it, but I always remember this saying, this idea of like, if your dreams don't scare you, they are not big enough. So make dreams, because they can now, at the end of the cycle and at the beginning of a new cycle, is a really, really good time to make some goals, dreams, wishes. Write them down, and also see if you can already think of or get ideas even intuitively. What steps can you take towards making that dream happen? Because it is the interaction with spirit. It's not just you out on your own. Maybe sometimes it feels like it's just you and your dreams, and how is it ever gonna happen? Even if you don't have anyone human around you who's supporting your dreams or who is there helping you with your dreams, you can always ask spirit for help. Whoever you believe in the spirit world, God, Buddha, angels, whoever it is, just turning to universe and asking. You can always ask for help, and you're never alone, even if it may seem like you're alone. So make big dreams and create them. So it's such a transformational and awesome time. Like, this energy is just awesome right now, because technically we can create anything, especially if when we are at the end of some cycle and starting something new. That's perfect time. That's like the best time to create something that we really want, because we can create anything when we are at the beginning of something. So it's just all about how what your belief in yourself is, and what you can imagine. Let your imagination go wild. I always like to ask, when I set intentions out in the universe, I always say like this, and I say what it is that I've come up with, and then I say, universe, please, this and something even better that I can't even imagine. Always works. So yeah, that is all what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you for being here, and I will see you hopefully in some future videos.